everyone, my name is Sha and welcome to A Brown Touch. Today I'm here to bring you 5 quick interview tips that I put together that I hope is helpful to you. So please put it into practice because I want you to get the job that you're looking for, as well as when they give you a call, you hear the words, "You're hired." So I'm going to jump straight into these quick tips. So here goes. So the first one that I have for you today is to be prepared. You want to make sure that you have at least 5 copies of your resume. The reason is because just in case anyone on the interview panel, if they don't have one, you're able to supply them with it because you want them to have a point of reference when you're talking about your job experience and they can match it with your resume that's in front of them. So again, please have at least 5 copies of your resume with you, so that you can supply it to anyone in the room who doesn't have one. Also, you want to make sure that you have a notepad or a pen of some sort so that you can capture the information that the interviewers are telling you that you couldn't get from the job description. It happens all the time. So you want to be able to jot down that information so that it can be a point of reference for you later on, as well as when you're preparing for the interview and you're thinking about questions that you can ask, sometimes you don't come up with any, and during the interview, you start to think of some. So you want to be able to write that information down as well on your piece of paper with your pen, and then go back to it during the Q&A section. So really, really helpful to have your pen and paper with you. So, some interviewers know that people get really nervous during the interview, and people can experience, a scratchy throat as well as coughing spells. And they may have a bottle of water for you, but then there are other employers who don't have that for you. So in the event that you experience a scratchy throat or a coughing spell, please walk with one of those really small size, kid size water bottles, so that you have that for yourself in the event it's not provided. So always helpful to have that bottle of water. For those of you who are like myself who suffer with allergies, having a tissue is really great, because when you have the tissue and your allergies start to act up, you may need to blow your nose, or you're coughing a lot. You want to make sure that you minimize the spreading of your germs. So having your tissue with you is essential and could be very helpful, and I'm sure everyone in the room is really going to appreciate that you were prepared for a situation like that, because they may not have the tissue in the room for you. So I hope that was helpful. So for number 2, I have do your research. You want to make sure that you know as much about the organization as possible. So please spend at least an hour to an hour and a half on their website and have a clear understanding of the organization's mission, the vision, how the organization came to be, and who's the CEO. The more that you know about the organization, the better you're able to answer the questions. Please do your research. It's really easy to just go. It's really easy just to go to the company's website and find out this information. It's generally always there. So again, you want to know the mission, the vision, the CEO, and how the organization came to be. Hope that's helpful. So rule number 3 that I have for you today is you want to make sure that you have a clear understanding of the job description. You want to make sure that you agree and you understand what all of the tasks are that's associated with the job that you're going for. In the event that you don't understand the job description or something in the job description, just highlight it and bring it to the interview. During the Q&A section of the interview, that should be your time to ask the interviewer to clarify what they meant by a certain task. Really make sure that you have clarity when it comes up to your job description. So rule number 4, to me, I don't know why I didn't make it number 1, but I made it number 4, is please have great body language. I've had the ability to interview people in the past, and some of them were not prepared and they just looked like they didn't want to be there. And I got all of that by their body language. So you want to make sure that when you are sitting there, that you are sitting up straight in the chair, as well as you're providing eye contact to everyone who's in the room. So if it's one person, yeah, that's easy. But when it's 3 and 4 people in the room who's interviewing you, take your time to look at everybody, right? Especially the person who's asking you the question at that time. Look at them, give them your attention. And last but not least is you want to smile. You have to smile during your interview, right? And if you're not a big smiler, because not everybody is, just at least have a pleasant face on so that everybody in the room is enjoying the experience, or at least giving off that they are enjoying the experience of this particular interview. And my last tip number 5. Please be able to answer that question, the dreaded question. Tell me about yourself. So many people that I know, they get really nervous to answer this question. And I tell them, you don't need to be nervous to answer, tell me about yourself, because no one can talk better about you than you. No one else can highlight your experiences, whether that be in school or work, better than you. It should take you about 3 to 5 minutes tops to do that. I would say try to stay more on the 3-minute side, but for those of you who have an extensive work experience, by all means take the 5 minutes. But what you want to do is just focus on the things that you want to highlight, and those are the work experiences and the education that you have that's directly linked to the job that you're going for currently. If you follow these 5 tips, feel confident in yourself, and you do your research, and you give good body language, and you're clear on the job description, and you're prepared, as well as you know how to answer that question of tell me about yourself, you're in really good shape. I really hope that you liked my video today. Please subscribe to my channel, as well as follow me on Instagram.